today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And Richardson will throw to start out here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Richardson out of the shotgun. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Richardson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep is Britton Covey. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will finally get it. Down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. First throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Barkley, inside handoff. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
This is Smith with a grab. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Another try for Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1, drive number 2. Leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise I knew was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Shifts past him at the 45. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coach is preaching.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Colts are once again back in front.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Paris Campbell now on the return.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
He's going deep for Brown. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now Richardson.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He's going deep for Brown. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big pickup of 38.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On first down, Richardson. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Now it's Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Richardson to the air on first down.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. Richardson looking to throw this. They'll get this off to Taylor.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Richardson off the play fake. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Taylor. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
First and 10, Taylor now. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Back to Taylor on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Zach Bond there on the tackle. Here's second and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
Shreds the tackle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Forced out to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Richardson looking to throw.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 11.
They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll go to Barkley again. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Steps away.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Pulled in at the 24. Wiggles free. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 27.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And that went to the right side and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Looking to throw. Richardson.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
Well, They got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached, you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second down, here's Hurts.
Got him in, it's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On first down, Hurts.
So he stopped for no gain, and that will bring up second down. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for this sack.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A.J. Brown with an acrobatic catch.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Slot man moves right.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson.
Oh, what a move. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Richardson working from the gun.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Eluding the pressure right.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
This is caught. Touchdown, Colts.
Michael Pittman.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Colts have cut it back within a score.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. Paris Campbell now to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A quick throw, but incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the shotgun, Richardson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Back to throw. Richardson. Dancing to his left.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And Richardson back to throw it.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Here's Richardson to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Tyler Goodson,
A 9-yard touchdown run.
and the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out. Hurts fumbles it.
When that ball popped free, we can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And some space here. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On the handoff, Taylor. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup.
2nd down and 3. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
On the draw is Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Gay's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Hurts. This one goes. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Now 1st and goal. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
Brought down at the 20.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Richardson looking to throw it.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
And it wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. They'll run with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Pass complete, Goddard. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 6 coming up.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with Sutton.
Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.